Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. I'm doing great myself. I want to jump right into what I'm going to talk to y'all about today. College football week 2 and NFL football week 1. NFL is here. Fantasy football is here. Get ready. Today, in about 2 hours, let's kick it off. Starting with some college football, some of the games I have written down over here on my piece of paper in my notepad. Starting with the Clemson Tigers against the A&M Aggies. I watched the whole game. Clemson really didn't struggle with A&M at all. I thought A&M would be able to put up more offense. They had Kellen Mond under wraps the whole game. He didn't really start feeling himself until about halfway through the third, maybe fourth quarter, and then they never really got anything really going to like that final drive. They scored 10 points. Clemson was looking good. Trevor Lawrence was on the money. So obviously that game against Georgia Tech might have just been a fluke. And I told y'all going into the day, I wasn't sure about A&M's defense. So that panned out. Clemson's still the best team in the nation. 17 game now, undefeated, probably the longest ever. But yeah, Clemson, easy money, and the rest of their schedule really looks like they're gonna end up right back where they were last year in the college football playoff playing again. One that shocked me was number 21 ranked Syracuse got absolutely dismantled by Maryland. I mean, they got about 43, 63-20. Maryland put it on them, and I can't even name Maryland players, but apparently they got some guys that are this first week they put up 79, 63 this week. So Maryland in the Big Ten, watch out, because Michigan, who I have next, actually Michigan Wolverines struggled heavily with the Army Knights. Michigan came out with the win 24-21, but it was Michigan fans were not looking good. They were looking scared in that game the whole time. And Army just kept running the ball, staying in it, keeping the game close, keeping it tied. But Michigan came out with the win. Shea Patterson went down a little bit. He came back in the game actually. So I think he's all right there, but that was a good game. I watched that one as well. Nebraska, Colorado. Nebraska, I think, were ranked 24th in the nation. Colorado upset them in overtime, I'm pretty sure. 34-31. That was a good game. Also watched it. My Florida Gators, easy victory over UT Martin. We did lose two of our key. We lost our C.J. Henderson, our cornerback. We also lost Kadarius Tooney, our slot receiver. Huge playmakers for us. I haven't really read into the injuries yet. I will read into that later. But man, I hope they're okay. I hope they'll be back for next week and going into SEC play even more and even deeper. A team I also said to watch out for, I thought looked good against Auburn, was the Oregon Ducks. They came out and just thrashed Nevada 77-6. So I think Oregon's somebody to look out for this year. Maybe to win the Pac-12. USC, Southern California, seem to be in the mix as well. They beat Stanford pretty good, 45-20. When I actually turned that game on, Stanford was up, I think 20-13 or 20-17, and Stanford didn't score again. USC put it on them. Defense was out there running around, looking good. Offense looking good. So that's huge. Another game, Texas versus LSU. That was a shootout, man. It was like LSU wasn't gonna lose that game. Joe Burrow proved to me, man. I've been second guessing him, suspicious of him. He kind of proved me against a good Texas team, a very good Texas team. Ellinger looked good. LSU defense, they looked all right. But obviously that was just a high-scoring game. Both those offenses are really, really good. So I think both of those teams are going to go far this year. LSU, man, they put up 45. Burrow had like 4 or 5 touchdowns. He threw for like 400-something yards. I don't think I've ever seen that out of him, which, whew, But LSU, man, that was a huge victory from them. I know they still got to play my Gators. That's going to be huge, man. Some of these SEC teams have a tough schedule, especially like those teams I was just naming: LSU, Florida, A&M, South Carolina has the number 2 toughest. I don't know who's number 1 because I mean, South Carolina has to play Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Clemson. That's the toughest. That's tough. I just don't. I don't know. That's so tough. But those are a few of the games that I got to watch this weekend. Just giving my intake on all those games. I think it was a pretty good weekend for college football. I enjoyed it. I watched a lot of games. Got to see a lot. Got to analyze a lot. Got to learn more about teams and just continue to build my knowledge. So that I want to wrap that. I kind of want to wrap that college football week 2 up and move over to NFL week 1. Fantasy owners, I know y'all are pumped. I know y'all are stoked. First week of fantasy. Let's go. AB got picked up. He got released and he got picked up by the Patriots. Got released by the Raiders and picked up by the Patriots same day. And me and my buddy, actually Logan Dew, we were helping our buddy move, and we saw him get released. We were like, my buddy drafted him in fantasy football. I was like, man, wow, what a pick. Now, making fun of him. And then I was like, man, you know what? Bill Belichick would love him. I was like, I literally said in the car, Bill Belichick is licking his chops right now. Like AB is out here, just got released. Come on, get you a ring. But cut out all the antics, all the shenanigans. Cut that crap out. Come get you a ring. That's exactly what they did. Signed him for 1 year. I think it was $15 million. I think $10 million guaranteed with like a signing on bonus of $8 or $9 million. So that was huge, man. That was a huge pickup for the Patriots. I just cannot believe they got AB, Josh Gordon, Demaryius Thomas, Julian Edelman. AB cannot play this week. He will be eligible to play next week. I do have Tom Brady on my fantasy team this week. I have Todd Gurley also playing. I have Brandon Cooks playing. The Rams playing the Carolina Panthers. I think it kick off at 1 o'clock. I got Zach Ertz playing today. I got the Chargers defense. And then I have Duke Johnson Jr. playing Monday night. Those are the guys I have playing today. I actually have a couple of games pulled up right here. I'm going to let y'all know what I think about some of these games. Chiefs and Jaguars. I think the Chiefs are going to pull that out. I mean, Mahomes, nobody's showing me that they can stop them. They do have a whole year of film on him, but that man is he's a beast. But that Jacksonville, I'm gonna like to see that Jacksonville Jaguars defense and that new look offense with Nick Foles, Fournette's back and healthy. I want to see who emerges as the top running back or the top wide receiver there as well. Because, they got D.D. Westbrook. I think they still have Marquise Lee. But we'll see what happens. Another game kicking off at 1 o'clock, the Falcons and the Vikings. That's going to be a hard game because the Falcons coming off a kind of disappointing year last year. Same with the Vikings. So I think both of these teams are going to want to get this win and show people their dominance and show people how good they are. I think the Vikings win this game just because of their defense. I think the Vikings have a better defense than Atlanta. I think it's going to be a shootout. They're going to put up points, but I just think the Vikings defense is going to keep them in it, get a couple turnovers, and the Vikings are going to pull it out. The Titans and the Browns also today. I'm going with the Browns. They're kind of my dark horse. I wouldn't even call them a dark horse because everybody has huge, high expectations for this team. So, but I think I'm going to take the Browns in this one. I mean, but don't sleep on the Tennessee defense. The Tennessee defense isn't just a slouch. They have good players on that defense, but I just don't think Mariota and the offense are going to be able to keep up with the Browns. Another one, we got the Bills and the Jets. People are kind of sleeping on the Bills. I'm sleeping on the Bills. To tell you the truth. The defense isn't bad, though. They got a pretty good defense. I think the Jets, though, Le'Veon Bell, Robbie Anderson, Quincy Enunwa, Sam Darnold, the defense, Quentin Williams, Jamal Adams. I just think the Jets are going to win that game. That's just my opinion. The Ravens and the Dolphins. I think the Ravens win pretty. I think the Ravens win pretty easily. The Dolphins do have a couple. I think they got Christian Wilkins out of Clemson in the draft this past year. I think they pick up Ndamukong Suh, or is he in the? I think he's in Tampa. But I like the Ravens in that. I want to see Lamar Jackson. I want to see the run game. I want to see Lamar Jackson develop as a passer as well, because we know what he can do with his legs. But everybody's still criticizing, oh, he's not throwing the ball, he's not doing this. I want to see him progress that way as well. The Ravens defense, I think they're stout, one of the better defenses in the league. They acquired Earl Thomas this offseason. So I'm ready. I'm looking forward to seeing the Ravens defense, even though I'm a huge Steelers fan, huge rivalry. I mean, I love football in general. I just love to see good games. We have the Redskins and the Eagles as well today. I think the Redskins are starting Case Keenum today. Not the rookie that they drafted. So, but I think the Eagles are going to win that. I think the Eagles have a good defense. I think Wentz is healthy. They're going to have a committee of backs, but I think the Eagles are going to pull that out. I think the Eagles are on a mission this year. Another game, we have the Rams and the Panthers today. I like the Rams in this game. I think they got a couple good pieces this offseason with Clay Matthews, Eric Weddle. I still think the defense is good though, but the Panthers defense is just as good. I mean, Luke Kuechly on the other side of the ball, KK Short. They get Artie Burns out of Florida State. Going to be a good pass rusher. So I kind of got a glimpse of him in the preseason. Playing pretty good. Had a couple of sacks. I like the Rams. Panthers, though, they got a good defense. I want to see what Cam Newton, how he's going to be this year. Because the Panthers are going to go as far as Cam Newton takes them. Unless Will Greer comes in there and shows them something else. Cam Newton's the guy right now. He's going to have to beat a very talented Rams team. I also have Todd Gurley on my team, so let's go Rams. Another one, 4:05 today. Those are the 1 o'clock games I was talking about earlier, 4:05 kickoff. We got the Colts, Indianapolis Colts, and the San Diego, or the Los Angeles Chargers, actually. I like the Chargers in this one. I think they have a better defense. Colts defense is pretty stout as well. Jacoby Brissett, he's getting the start. Obviously, Andrew Luck retired. I like the Chargers. I think they come up with a couple turnovers. I think the offense, even without Melvin Gordon, Eckler's going to be fine. They got Justin Jackson. They got Mike Williams. They got Keenan Allen. They got Hunter Henry back. I like the Chargers in that one. Bengals, Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks. They just acquired Jadeveon Clowney, Bobby Wagner. They got more guys up there. That defense is, the defensive line at least, front seven is going to be, they still maybe have some questions on the offensive side of the ball. Who's going to be that? Is it going to be Chris Carson? Is it going to be somebody else in that backfield? They got DK Metcalf out of Ole Miss. Big receiver, 6'4", 6'5". Ran like a 4.3 freak athlete. I like the Seahawks in that one. I mean, the Bengals, they don't have A.J. Green. I like to see Tyler Boyd. I want to see what he does. Joe Mixon. And see where the Bengals defense has gone. The Giants and the Cowboys play at 4:25 today. I like the Cowboys in that one. Just got their man Zeke. I think the Cowboys are going to win. Defense, they got Jalen Smith, Van Der Esch, signed the guys. Everybody's here. I don't know if they signed Dak yet, but they got who they really needed. The Giants, though, don't sleep on the Giants. I mean, Saquon, Eli Manning, Evan Ingram, Sterling Shepard. I think it is. So, but I think the Cowboys are gonna win that. The 49ers and the Buccaneers. This is kind of a hard one. 49ers kind of a dark horse for me. Kind of a team that might make the playoffs this year if everybody stays healthy. They could put it together. I think George Kittle's going to have a great season with Garoppolo. If Garoppolo stays healthy, I think he's going to be a good quarterback, good fantasy quarterback. He's a lot of people's backup, but by the end of the year, he may be some people's starters. But in that game, man, I think I want to take the 49ers. Still trying to see what the Bucs, they got Chris Godwin. I think Peyton Barber's going to be every down back. Gonna see what Jameis Winston can do with Mike Evans. I mean, you get him the ball a lot, good things are gonna happen. So I'm gonna take the 49ers in that one today. The Lions and the Cardinals. That's kind of a hard one too, because we don't know. We're gonna see how Kyler Murray and David Johnson and Christian Kirk and Larry Fitzgerald in that offense. And the Lions with Kenny Galladay and Matt Stafford and Kerryon Johnson and Marvin Jones. You don't know what you're gonna get. I think it might be a high-scoring game. I'm not really sure about either of the defenses. So might go out on a limb and take the Cardinals in that one. See, Kyler Murray might translate great. He might just work. That offense might just work, and they might just start scoring points. And we're like, oh, put Kyler Murray in your starting lineups. Something telling me kind of go with Lions. I don't know. I think I might go with the Lions. I might switch my pick and go with the Lions. Like I said, I'm just giving my intake, giving my input. First week of the season. I'm just telling y'all what I think. And we got my Steelers actually tonight at 8:20 against the Patriots. That's a huge opener. Yeah, I love my Steelers. We got James Conner, Juju Smith-Schuster, James Washington. We signed Big Ben. Got some players on defense with Devin Bush. I think we're going to have a pretty good season, but it's going to be a huge task to come out and beat the Patriots. Like, that's going to be, Tom Brady. They got James White, Josh Gordon, Julian Edelman. You know the defense is going to be there. Belichick always has this guy sound with Van Noy, all those guys. I think it's going to be tough. I I want to say my Steelers, man, but the Patriots, man, you can't. It's the Patriots. So, and with tomorrow on Monday Night Football, we got the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. I mean, I think that game is going to be a shootout. I think it is. It might turn out to be a defensive game. I think it's going to be a shootout. The Texans' offense is high-powered. Nuke Hopkins, Duke Johnson Jr. So they got Carlos Hyde, Will Fuller. And then the Saints, they acquired Jared Cook at tight end this offseason. That's going to be huge. Alvin Kamara's no more Mark Ingram, so Alvin Kamara is going to be eating up all those touches. That's huge. Of course, Michael Thomas is top 5 receiver in the league. I mean, the man's an animal. They just signed him, so I think I like the Saints in that game, but the Texans can put up points with them. And then the last game of the Monday night, 10:20 p.m., the Broncos versus the Raiders. And people probably like, the Raiders are probably, I wouldn't say they're kicking themselves. They saved a lot of money, but they're probably like, dang, it's not looking the same now without AB. And the Broncos, I think their defense is going to be good. I think Philip Lindsay is going to be the main guy in that system. I like Philip Lindsay. He had a great year last year. I like the Broncos, too. I like the Broncos today, or Monday night, 10:20 p.m. against the Raiders. I like the Broncos. And those are just a couple of my picks, a couple of my fantasy players that I have playing this week. Y'all can let me know who y'all think are going to win these games. Week 1 NFL. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know about any picks y'all have as well. If I messed up on anything, correct me. Let me know. Comment, do whatever. DM me. Instagram, Artavius.Sterling. ARTAVIOUS.STERLING. You can hit me up on Twitter at Taterchip, TAYTURCHIP. You can get at me on Facebook. Like I said, Artavius Sterling. Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. Who y'all think is going to win this week. Y'all can even go ahead to tell me who y'all think is going to win next week. Just let me know. Give me some feedback. What y'all think. What y'all think about today. College football week 2. NFL football week 1. Fantasy football. Let me know. Anybody y'all think I got Baker Mayfield on my bench. Y'all think I should put him in over Tom Brady this week? Let me know. LaShawn McCoy, he's chilling on my bench. Jordan Howard. Y'all let me know. Let me know y'all's starting lineup. Let me know y'all's predictions. And just give me some input and some advice, some feedback. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll be back next week doing 2 or 3 videos. I'll come with more content if y'all want me to. Just let me know. I'm still going to give y'all what I think, my knowledge, how I feel about certain things. Thank y'all for tuning in. Have a great rest of the weekend, rest of the day, and have a great week starting next week.